and I made him watch. Hello, and welcome back to I Made Him Watch. I'm your host, Danny Page, and here with me forever and always, husband, co-host, all-around pretty great person, Troy Allen.
Hello. How's
Hi.
it going?
It's going, isn't it?
It is going.
It's going.
Slowly but surely.
I'll get my words. I promise I'll get my words somewhere along the way. Would you say you're a cat person?
Sure.
Would you say you're a cat people?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think we both would have known by now if we were cat people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have to have certain traits for that.
I mean, as soon as you get passionate, I mean, you would know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So this week we watched 2 horror classics because we do that too here. Cat People and The Curse of the Cat People, a double feature, if you will.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about these?
The first one was pretty decent. The second one was good, but the weird thing is the second one, I don't know. It was like, what did this have to do with the cat people?
There was a lack of cats. I mentioned that later on in the script, but yeah, there is a lack of cats for sure.
The acting from the lead, the little girl, is really good.
Oh yeah, she was amazing.
But yeah, I mean, the movie is just kind of cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. A standalone, it would have probably been fine, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to cover Cat People first. 1942. One of the first B movies to come from RKO.
Yes.
Yeah. And it starts, before I get into it, from our sources, I did have to use a good bit of wiki since the film is so old and there's not much credible sources. I still check the sources of information in the wiki page. You always should check your sources, kids. And of course, IMDb. And there was a few articles by, I think his name was Kim Newman, I think was his name. I read a few of those. I read, what was the producer's name? Luton?
Yeah.
Luton. I read his short story that comes into play later. Anyway, Cat People begins with a quote. Even as fog continues to lie in the valleys, so does ancient sin cling to the low places. The depressions in the world consciousness, the autonomy of atavism.
The anatomy of atavism.
Yeah, Dr. Lewis Judd, which is just a character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 1940s, man. Who knows what was going on? Honestly.
Yeah. I always love the title cards of these, the golden age of Hollywood movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the names of people that nobody knows anymore. You know, it's kind of surreal when you think about it.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why we do this podcast, you know?
It is. But for me, it's you see an actor playing a character.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, sometimes, I'll kind of just take myself out of the movie and focus on the actor themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, sometimes the actor's life story is more interesting than the film that they're acting in.
Oh, yeah.
So, knowing how they're gonna die, or knowing that they, in this case, young Ann Carter, right? Through her life, she wound up having 3 kids.
Yeah.
But in the movie, she's less than 10 years old in the movie.
In the Curse of the Cat People.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I just find that it's kind of surreal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost traveling through time. You know?
Almost like they were real people with real lives.
Well, yeah, kinda.
I'm gonna blame your autism for that one.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I
it's fine.
appreciate
I mean,
that.
it's not a problem. You know, you're thriving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the movie begins at Central Park Zoo with Irina, who is a fashion illustrator, and she's struggling to sketch this Black Panther. Backtracking a little bit, the art for the title cards of the Black Panther were really cool. They were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she kind of gets fed up with trying to sketch this Black Panther and crumbles up the drawing and tries to make a basket into the trash, but misses terribly. But this catches the attention of Oliver, and the incident strikes up a conversation between the two, and they take a stroll together. And as they depart the zoo, we get a glimpse of one of the scrap drawings, and it's a panther being stabbed. Irina is portrayed by Simone Simon. I think it's pronounced Simone, actually. And Oliver is by Kent Smith.
I wonder how many times they had to blow that drawing across the ground to get it to flip over like that.
I don't know. Probably if you had a leaf blower or a large fan or something.
Probably.
I don't know what they would have in the 1940s.
I don't know either. Probably fans.
Probably fans. Yeah.
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 But I would imagine they had to do that more than once. For sure.
I mean, they probably, even if they did get a good take, they probably did do a few safety takes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Irina invites Oliver up to her apartment, which is kind of fresh, you know, a little fast forward, or a little fast for me in the 1940s, I think. Claiming that Oliver might be her first true friend. The two do a very casual hang, just kind of hanging out in the apartment, talking, listening to lions from the zoo, you know, normal friends things. Although others in the buildings complain about the sound of the lions, Irina claims that she likes it and finds it soothing. She's a little quirky one, you know? Oliver notices a statue of King John of Serbia. I'll get my words, I promise. I'll get there. And he's slaying a cat. Irina recalls the legend saying that after the Mamelukes enslaved Irina's village, its Christian residents turned to witchcraft. And then when King John drove the Mamelukes out, he killed the corrupted villagers through the wisest and most wicked escaped into the mountains. What a history.
Spooky.
And after telling him this very dark and obscure type of folktale and history, Oliver kind of just dismisses it. And but Irina seems very serious about it. She's very passionate about it. And before leaving, Oliver invites her out to dinner, and the two begin a relationship.
You know, it bothers me that they just met at the zoo, and she's already invited him into her
That's
apartment.
what I'm saying.
People in the 40s were too trusting for my taste.
Yep. Definitely.
But other than that, I think it's amazing how far cinematography had come in the previous 20 years or so.
Oh yeah, the cinematography for both of these movies are actually impressive and very moving. Honestly, they're very thought-provoking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they are.
The way, because I mean, when you have black and white movies, which we know about because we've shot a black and white movie, shadow and light are very important. It's such a critical thing when you're shooting in that type of palette.
Yeah, I mean, when you watch a silent film with Chaplin or Buster Keaton, the camera's always static and the lighting is flat for the most part. And then you see this and the lighting is dramatic. You know, we're panning and following the characters. It's really stunning how far cinema had come in such a short time span.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree. I think that's one of the reasons why Cat People and Curse of the Cat People are still so like critically acclaimed is because of the cinematography and the light work, honestly. So at work, it's exposed that Oliver had bought Irina a kitten. And when she receives the kitten, it is very scared of her and hisses. And Irene reveals that cats don't seem to like her, and she suggests they exchange it for a different pet. And when they arrive at the pet store, the animals go nuts. I feel so sorry for these poor babies. They literally just lose their shit.
That poor kitty is cross-eyed. I think it's a Siamese, but it's cross-eyed.
Yeah, it was a cute cat though. It was cute. Yeah. The pet shop owner reveals that the only time the animals have ever acted like this was when an alley cat snuck in. And when Oliver and the owner step back in, it's as if nothing had ever happened and the animals are peaceful again. The owner says the animals are somewhat psychic and they just don't like certain people. And Oliver just exchanges the kitten for a canary. Easy peasy. Can you imagine like going into a pet store and just exchanging a living thing, like a living animal?
Yeah, she says you can't fool a cat. They seem to know who just isn't right. Mm-hmm. And you'd think that'd be enough to make Oliver think to himself that maybe there's something more to Irina.
There are multiple red flags throughout their relationship and things she says, and he just completely blows them off. Like, completely. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I don't know if that was typical behavior when it came to like courting and dating someone, or if it was just, written like that for the story, for his character to be just kind of ignorant in a way, or just, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like, sort of like nonchalant about it,
very
laissez-faire.
nonchalant. Yes.
I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like it's a very stereotypical, sort of man,
Yeah. And honestly, now that I'm really thinking about it, it kind of reminds me of Obsession.
How so?
Just like how ignorant he is of all the red flags. And just like keep on keeping on because it benefits him.
Kind of. It is funny that you mentioned Obsession because I make a reference to Obsession later on.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so the relationship evolves and they reveal that they love each other. Very sweet. But they have never kissed before. And boy, there is a reason. Irina claims that she's dreaded this moment and never wanted to be alone. And she hints that some shit has happened to her in the past and she fled from it. Oliver says she shouldn't be worried about it and those things from her past, and again dismisses this assumption of the cat people stuff, and then they just get married.
Yeah,
it's been a few months and they get married.
Yeah, they quick. She's trying to get them benefits,
I don't think it was Irina. I think it was Oliver. Oliver I think he became a little infatuated with her and wanted to get some.
Yeah, probably.
And he thought maybe like all the cat people stuff and her being like kind of weird would kind of like go away if they got married.
Yeah, I mean, and she's upset that she let herself fall in love with him, but I can't blame her. I mean, he's a dapper looking man,
Oh yeah, he's handsome.
He's a real Clark Gable.
He is a smooth man.
Yeah.
He looked real good.
He kind of reminds me of like Fox Mulder, He could be like a 1940s Fox Mulder.
You know what? Okay, yeah. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Everyone is pretty smitten with Irina, after the wedding, having dinner at a Siberian restaurant. Serbian, sorry. The happy celebration is interrupted by a strange woman who is described as looking like a cat by the party people. She approaches Irina and calls her Moha Sistra, meaning my sister, and Irina gets freaked out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, going up to a stranger in a restaurant and asking if they're your sister is kind of odd.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if you were like separated at a young age and you saw someone who could be your sibling, it makes sense, but kind of, either way, it's kind of weird.
I think she was a cat people or a cat person, and she just recognized Irina as a cat person.
Yeah.
Like cat people.
Yeah.
Cat sisters.
Maybe.
Something. Yeah. Irina decides not to consummate their marriage. Like, wedding night, not getting any. It's hinted that she is afraid of, like, her big emotions or, like, arousal, and that something bad will happen to her or Oliver if she, like, gives in to her feelings. She visits the zoo again to see the Black Panther, where she talks to one of the zookeepers. She calls the panther beautiful, and the zookeeper claims he's the worst beast of them all, and recites some scripture, something about a beast like a leopard. I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of animals that look like leopards.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever seen a black leopard.
No.
Which apparently is what the cat that was supposed to be the panther is actually a black leopard. I guess it had and I guess it's kind of common. It has some sort of like, I don't know what you would call it. It's like a pigmentation sort of thing.
Like albinism, but like
kinda, but the opposite.
I don't know what the opposite is. I'm sure it's called something.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up again. I don't remember. But if anything, I would say a cheetah looks more like a leopard.
Did you look at a lot of big cats
when
you were watching this?
No, it's just, my recollection of big cats. Like, typically panthers don't really look like leopards very much.
I mean, a cat's a cat to me.
Yeah,
a cat is a cat. Is a cat.
Different, though.
A big cat is a big cat. I wouldn't know the difference.
I would say a tiger would look more like a leopard than a panther does.
I would be able to differentiate them by their patterns of their coat. Like, I know what a tiger looks like. I know what a leopard looks like. But like that's it. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, back home, Irina takes a break from working and fucks with the canary. She sticks her hand into the cage and tries to grab the bird. And the way her hand is moving is very, very cat-like. And then the bird dies. Oof.
It did.
I'm pretty sure she killed it out of fright, scared it to death. Like it died of fright, pretty much.
Yeah.
She places the dead bird in a box, goes back to the zoo, and feeds it to the panther.
Yeah. I'm definitely with you though, because the way she was sticking her hand in the cage is very much how cats like to play with their prey before killing it. And
the way she's got her hand is almost like a claw. Her fingers are splayed out and curled.
Yeah.
It was very cat-like.
But yeah, she chucks that fucking bird in the cage though. She
just underhands that.
Well, it was like she was trying to skip rocks or something.
She had to make sure it got in there far enough, I guess. I don't know.
It was it was 4 foot from her to the fucking cage.
So, along with mourning the bird, Irina admits that she's jealous of normal women who are happy and who make their husbands happy. And Oliver, once again, doesn't seem to really care. Irina then tells him exactly what happened to the bird and what she did with it. Oliver finally acknowledges that Irina needs help. He remains patient, but eventually persuades her to see psychiatrist Dr. Lewis Judd, who suggests her fears may stem from childhood trauma. Apparently, in her home village, women who get upset or too passionate would turn into violent, large cats, like panthers. Also, after her father died in a freak accident in the woods before her birth, the villagers blamed her mother, claiming she was a witch and a catwoman. Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Irina asked Judd what she should tell her husband, and Judd says, "What does one tell her husband? She tells him nothing."
Yeah. Also, going back now and after watching both movies, Oliver has this tendency to just ignore everything and just kind of nonchalantly just not care until it directly affects him.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a great person.
Well, it's like if whatever you think doesn't align with what he already thinks, you're wrong.
Yep.
You know? And you definitely see that a lot more in the second movie, which fucking irritates the fuck out of me.
We'll get there. Okay. After her appointment with Dr. Judd, she returns home to find Oliver and his assistant, Alice, together. It turns out Oliver has overshared a bit with Alice, and she was even the one to suggest Dr. Judd in the first place. Girl.
Ooh.
Girl.
She gonna fuck him up. She gonna get him.
I can't stand Oliver and Alice. I cannot stand them. I actually, like, ugh.
Like, they don't even try to, like, hide it or anything.
It's so stupid. We'll get into the relationship later, a little bit later, but I cannot stand these two. They are horrible people. They're not good people. Irina has a good line after this. There are some things a woman doesn't want other women to understand. Damn.
That's
girl. Deep. After this, she begins to visit the big kitties at the zoo during the night. When she returns, Oliver is waiting for her, and the couple, they kind of make up at this point because he was actually worried about her. I'm not saying Oliver doesn't care about Irina, but, like, he does not show it well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it also comes down to, like, if it's affecting him, that's when he cares about it. He didn't really care about what she was doing until he actually noticed that she wasn't there when he wanted her to be there.
Well, because he says, like, I didn't know where you were. And to me, it's like, the only reason he was upset is because he didn't have control of the situation.
So, like, nuclear family coded.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, so late 1940s.
But honestly, other than that, like, the sounds the cat makes at night, they sound like they're sick.
Oh, they do a little tummy ache.
Like, those don't sound like cats.
No tummy ache.
And Irina is basically telling Oliver, like, you better keep me happy because you won't like me when I'm angry type shit, you know?
Type shit.
Okay.
Kitty's got claws.
She gonna fuck him up, dude.
Okay, Oliver seems to be struggling a bit at work now, and Alice says it's his marriage. Bitch. And without missing a beat, even after talking to Irina about how uncomfortable she was with him talking to Alice about their marriage and relationship, he still complains to her. And then Alice reveals that she's in love with Oliver. Girl. Oh. Oliver begins to have second thoughts about his marriage and his feelings about Irina. Listen here. You've been working with Alice for who knows how long. She is obvious about her feelings about him, like throughout the whole movie. Wants to be with him, wants to talk with him, wants to eat with him, wants to work with him. And boy, I want to knock one to him. It was almost like Oliver wanted to see what else was out there before he just decides, oh yeah, I'm going to commit myself to Alice. You know, it was like Irina was an experience or an experiment, like a trial run of like marriage for him. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was pissed the whole time I watched this movie. I really was. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joy. I'm sorry.
So Alice is a homewrecker.
Hell yes.
Who'd have thunk it? You know, Irina gonna fuck that girl up.
Oh, God.
Definitely gives a new meaning to the term catfight, though.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a little sexist, Troy.
Is it?
A little bit.
I'm sorry.
But it's the 1940s, and it's kind of what they were going for a little bit.
Yeah.
To fight over the man and stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of their whole thing.
I can't even. It pissed me off so bad. It's just how they handled the whole situation. How they didn't really seem to care really about Irina's feelings, and they just kind of like, meh. I guess we kind of love each other or whatever, or you know. And also Alice being like, yeah, I know you're having trouble with your marriage right now, and you're stressed out and having trouble at work and blah 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 blah, but I love you, bitch. You let people work out their shit and figure it out.
I love you, bitch.
Anyway,
I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
At the zoo, Irina notices that the key has been left in the panther's cage, but she returns it to the zookeeper. She then runs into Dr. Judd, who witnessed that incident with the key, and they have a conversation about her well-being and the health of the mind versus health of the soul.
Yeah. And then she's just like, yeah, cool. Mind, soul, whatever. Bye.
Bye. Pretty much. Oliver continues to try to pressure Irina to get help and see Dr. Judd, also letting it slip that he's been talking to Alice about their marital issues. Oliver goes back to the office, but decides to hit a nearby cafe first for some apple pie and coffee. And then on the office, Alice is working late when the phone rings. And when she answers the phone, no one answers because it's Irina on the other end. And when Alice leaves, she told that Oliver is over at the cafe and she goes to join him.
Yeah. So when Oliver first shows up to the office or whatever, there's a janitress. What?
I don't know. I don't think that's a real word, but go ahead.
It is, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
It's very rare. Anyways, a janitress is a female janitor. Anyways, she's smoking like a freight train, right?
Yeah, it's the 1940s. They're all smoking.
But yeah, like...
everyone is smoking.
But he runs into her and he's just like, yeah, I'm going to go to the cafe.
Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to go to cafe.
He's just like, yeah, fuck all this. I'm gonna go.
I know. I see you working hard, but I'm a white man. I'm not gonna go to work.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the cafe.
Yeah. And then for some reason, Alice just can't stop being a homewrecker. She just can't.
She really I can't stand
She's
Alice.
Like, Oliver's at the cafe
by himself. Oh no.
No.
Let me go make sure he's okay. Bitch. Ew, don't make that sounds into the mic.
No, that's Alice.
I know,
that's
don't
the
make
sound
that
she
sound.
makes.
No. As it gets later in the night, Irina goes out to look for Oliver and spots him and Alice at the cafe together. When they leave, Irina follows Alice. This scene is pretty intense. It's actually a very famous scene. Probably the most... This and then the pool scene later are probably the most two famous scenes of this movie. Alice gets the instinct that she is being followed. And it's down this street. It's really dark. The only light really are these lamps. And they're on these very specific spots. So you see her like come from the shadows, past the lamp, go into the shadows. And she's like grabbing her coat and walking down. And she becomes frightened. And at the point of the peak of the intensity, instead of a big reveal or Irina jumping from the shadows, a bus comes by. And it's one of those pivotal moments because this technique is still used today. And it was it the Luton bus, or what did they call this?
I think it's the Luton bus or whatever. Yeah.
And it's a very intense. It's beautifully shot. The angles and the shots and the lighting on this particular shot or scene is really nice.
Yeah.
But the bus arrives and she gets on the bus.
Yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, the technique is still used to this day. This scene, like, for some reason, Cat People is not a very well-known movie, but it revolutionized the horror genre, because like even to this day, you might be watching a movie and then, it's a scary movie, and the character's walking down a dark alley or something like that, and you hear something rustling in the garbage or whatever, and then what jumps out is just a harmless cat. Well, the cat is an homage to Cat People.
Yep.
Even though what was actually used in Cat People was the bus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that's super interesting, and then, but going back to like this part of the movie, when Oliver and Alice come out of the cafe and they're walking, and Alice is, Alice is like bundling up, and he's like, "Are you cold?" And she's like, "Oh, I just feel like a cat just walked over my grave." Like, bitch, she's spitting, dude.
Yeah. Imagine that.
But yeah, I was like, dude, that's crazy.
The bus scared the shit out of you?
That's
what you wrote.
The bus did scare me because it was
really?
meant to.
Yeah.
It was meant to.
Good. I'm glad it got you.
The whole idea of this movie. So the only reason they made this movie is because they had lost so much money.
Oh, we'll get into it. Yeah, I'll get into it, yeah.
But, Luton, they basically just didn't want to show the monster at all,
Yeah.
So, anyways, I don't want to step on your toes.
Okay. You're okay. So the next morning, a couple of dead sheep are discovered at the zoo. And paw prints leading away from the scene turn into shoe prints. Irina arrives home to a worried Oliver, and he asks her for forgiveness, and she says, yeah, sure, and goes to draw a bath and cries in the tub. Everyone needs a good old tub cry sometimes,
Yeah. And I was surprised that they showed her, like, naked back in the tub. Like, you don't see anything. I mean, it was only for, like, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, like, this was 1942. At the time, pornography was illegal.
Yeah.
Like, they still had, like, they called them, like, stag films or whatever like that.
Right.
But they were illegal. And then if you think about it, like, we didn't see an actual, like, flushing toilet in cinema until 1960s Psycho.
That's true.
That was the first time they showed a flushing toilet. Anyways.
I think it's different if it's, like, nudity isn't always, like, inherently sexual.
No.
So I think that's kind of what they understood here.
Right. And then I think it was 1982, 85 maybe. There was a remake. Cat People.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's 84, I think.
It was somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But in that one, there's a fuck ton of nudity.
Yeah, they really sexed it up.
Yeah.
They did, yeah. Irina begins to have dreams about cats, King John, and the key to the panther's cage, which just so happens to be left in the cage again when she visits the zoo next. Irina then steals the key to the panther's cage.
Yeah. Well, at the time, it was just kind of like, what do you plan on doing with that?
Yeah.
I kind of chalked it up to like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me can't get fooled again.
Okay. At a museum, Oliver, Irina, and Alice are kind of having like a little date, like a little tricycle date or something, third wheel date. And they're all looking at these miniature ships, which Oliver, I guess, likes miniature ships and stuff. And Alice says Irina looks bored. Oliver suggests that she go to another exhibit, and Irina's like, no, I'm fine. But Oliver tells her they'll just meet her later. And Irina watches the pair move on without her. Big oof.
Yeah.
I hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
I mean, it's so fucked up. Like, you're just going to walk off with another woman and leave your wife behind? Really?
I could totally understand if Irina actually, like, seemed bored. But she really didn't. She didn't seem bored. She was looking at the displays just as much as they were.
Yeah.
I think Oliver and Alice were having an affair at this point.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, something's going on.
They were just trying to get Irina to leave.
It
or some
pisses me
shit.
off. That is one of the worst things you can do in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and it just pisses me off how they treated her. Back in her building, Alice decides to go for a swim. Irina has followed her home and has arrived and is looking for Alice. And while Alice is getting ready to go for a swim, she hears a growl of a big cat and dives into the pool. And we get these very atmospheric shots of this giant shadow moving around the pool as Alice is just kind of,
She's like treading water.
Treading water is the word I'm looking for, yeah. And the giant cat starts to growl, and Alice screams, which is heard from the lobby. And Irina just turns the lights on and surprises Alice. And Irina asks Alice if she knows where Oliver is, and she's just like, I don't know, at home? Irina, is satisfied with the answer, just leaves. And then Alice discovers that her robe has been turned into shreds.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the hotel clerk or whatever, she says ripped to ribbons.
Yeah.
But yeah, the acoustics in the pool are terrible. Mm-hmm. The mics they were using to get dialogue must have been awful.
Yeah.
Granted, it was the 40s,
They probably did like a record over, maybe.
Maybe. But it definitely seemed like they were picking it up,
There was a little bit of reverb. Yeah.
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 But the locker room scene definitely had some really good shots.
Yeah. Alice goes to see Dr. Judd to tell him she thinks Irina is after her because she's in love with her husband. Okay. She asks if he believes in the cat people, and he's pretty much says her and Irina are working through their fears. Men really just be dismissing women in this movie. Like, honestly.
Yeah, he's just like, you're just going through it.
Yeah. Irina and Dr. Judd meet again, and Irina is having some memory issues. And boy, oh boy, is Judd a sleazeball. He confronts her notion that she's afraid to kiss her husband and fear she'll turn into a violent cat or something. And he's just like, and if you were to kiss me? And she answers, I only know I would not like to be kissed by you. Like, what the fuck? He complains that she's playing with him and that she's lying to him. And he claims that her fantasies are just the verge of insanity and pretty much threatens to get her locked up. Tell her to stop. And then telling her to stop with all the cat business.
Yeah.
Like he like tosses her a bone, right? And she's like, "Nah, I don't want it." And then he threatens to like lock her into an asylum.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like he's just like, "Oh, you don't want to kiss me? Then maybe I think you should be put away."
It's disgusting behavior. It's disgusting. After this appointment, Irina tells Oliver that she's no longer afraid. And he's just like, "Oops, it's too late. I'm in love with Alice." Bruh. No fucking duh, you fucking asshole. He says he's going to divorce her, and this really finally breaks her. She tells Oliver to leave her, and after he does, Irina scratches the couch like she has claws.
Yeah, she's got some sharp-ass claws to be able to do that.
So then Oliver, Alice, and Judd all like come together for lunch and just like decide Irina's fate. Like she isn't an adult or anything. Like just come together, and Judd gives Oliver two options: get their marriage annulled or have Irina committed. Those are the two options for her future. They quickly decide it's best to have her committed, but apparently you can't divorce an insane person. So even after all of that, Alice and Oliver can't get married. What the fuck? Judd says he'll get the paperwork ready, and later the group wait for her to show up, but Irina never shows up.
I mean, if I were Irina, I wouldn't go back there either.
Dude, these three can go all like die in a ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
They really can.
Yeah.
Ugh, not good people. Not good people. Later at work, the phone rings and Alice answers, but on the other line remains silent. I wonder why. Convinced that it was Irina, they decide to leave, but are trapped by a snarling animal. Oliver pretty much is a believer at this point and begs Irina to leave them in peace. They manage to escape the building, but not before catching the scent of Irina's perfume.
Yeah, and that was like a baby panther too.
Yo, baby.
It could still fuck you up.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a big cat.
But it was a baby.
It was a baby, but it was a big cat. Alice rings Judd up, who is waiting for Irina at the apartment, and warns him about Irina, and he again shrugs off the warning just as she arrives home. He tries to put the moves on her and kisses her, which causes her to turn into a panther and attack the sleazeball. They tussle as Alice and Oliver rush to the apartment and hear Judd scream. As they rush up the stairs, Irina is able to slip past and escapes. It's revealed that Judd was about to stab Irina with his sword cane thing, and Oliver and Alice go after her.
Yeah, I mean, Judd got what he deserved.
He deserved more.
He was too caught up with his lust for Irina, and it bit him in the ass in the end.
He deserved to be like staked through the heart or some shit.
Yep. Pun intended, you know.
At the zoo, Irina uses the stolen key to release the panther, who then strikes her down. The panther flees, but is then run over. Poor kitty. Beside the cage, Oliver and Alice discover Irina's body on the ground, transformed into a panther. And Oliver quietly says, "She never lied to us," and they leave. The movie ends with another quote. "But black sin hath betrayed to endless night my world, both parts, and both parts must die." Holy Sonnets 5, John Donno.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was something. You know?
I cannot stand Oliver and Alice. I cannot. I hate them so much. They're horrible, horrible people, horrible characters.
Mm-hmm.
No character development there at all. Just very, very blank page almost, you know? The most interesting thing about Oliver was Irina.
Yeah.
And so what? You can't have sex with your wife. You can do other things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Oliver's as about cultured as a fucking saltine.
Also, why are you messing around with someone your wife is uncomfortable with? Like, that is not professional at all. You work with that woman and you screwing around? It pissed me off when he like started talking to Alice again about their marriage, like problems. Mm-hmm. Anyway, moving on to The Curse of the Cat People. We have a few of the original cast members. Kent Smith is back as Oliver and Jane Randolph as Alice. So excited. We begin with a lovely scene set in Sleepy Hollow, quote unquote, of Amy Reed and her class playing and frolicking in the meadow. Amy is a little bit different than her peers. She's very spectrum coded, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. She's playing this duck, duck, goose game with her classmates where they pass around an object secretly, but if they're caught, then they're it. And Amy is playing this game with the group of children and their teacher, but she isn't paying attention like at all and is caught.
Relatable.
Yeah, relatable for sure. Instead of taking her turn as it, Amy literally just wanders off. Like, not even paying attention to any of the kids. It's kind of a bitch move. But her mom is Alice, so I'm not surprised at all. Anyway, she starts chasing this butterfly until one of her peers catches the insect, killing it. This upsets Amy so much she ends up slapping the kid. Amy is betrayed by Ann Carter.
And she slaps him pretty good too. Mm-hmm. Like no inhibitions.
No, she
just does it.
Just does it. She just loses it. I mean,
yeah,
he killed her friend.
Yeah.
And that's all Amy ever wanted was friends. Yeah. Honestly.
Pretty sad.
After this, her parents, Oliver and Alice, have a meeting with her teacher. Amy's mother and teacher shrug off the incident, but her father seems a bit worried about her attitude and that she's so imaginative. Amy's actions remind him of someone. I wonder who it is. Oh yeah, it's his first wife, Irina. Also, Alice and Oliver really just took up together so quickly after everything with Irina. It's a bit disrespectful. And I don't really feel too sorry for what's about to happen to him. Or to them both. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Irina was the victim in the first film, you know? And Oliver and Alice just kind of fucked her life up.
They did.
Like, she was fine.
She was fine until she met Oliver.
Yeah.
Like, just drawing and stuff, being a fashion illustrator, living in a nice little apartment, listening to the lions at night.
Yeah, not a care in the world.
Not a care in the world.
Oliver shows up trying to get his little noodle wet. And the next thing you know, Irina's turning into a damn panther. God damn it. Mm-hmm. Not again.
Also, it turns out it's Amy's birthday today, and no one shows up.
That's sad. That is really sad. I mean, being 6 and no one showing up to your birthday party is something you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's not because people in her class don't like Amy or anything, but that she didn't deliver the invitations. Instead of mailing them or delivering the invites, Amy had sent them by tree. A magical tree. Oliver had told Amy that the tree in their backyard is a magic mailbox. And not going to lie, it's a pretty cool looking tree, and you know how I love trees and whimsy.
That you do.
It was a really cool tree. It's a very cool tree.
Don't cry about it.
I'm fine.
Oliver essentially told Amy that the tree was a magic mailbox, right? He told her, it's basically a fairy tale of sorts.
Yeah.
And she believed him.
Yeah.
But now it's Amy's fault that the invitations didn't get delivered, right? I mean, Oliver is a terrible fucking father.
Oliver and Alex are both terrible parents.
Yes.
They really are.
Yeah.
So they still have a little party, which is nice. I mean, it is the right thing to do. And when we say Oliver and Alice are terrible parents, we're not saying that they don't love their daughter and they don't like do things for her, but it honestly, it feels like it's just at face value in this movie. It really feels like they're only there when it is good for them to be her parents in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to Amy making her birthday wish, she's a bit confused because Oliver literally just told her that wishes don't come true. So the girl's getting a lot of mixed signals because, you know, she's just a kid.
And that tism is really getting to her, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And
oh, yeah.
It bothers me because she wishes that she could be a good girl.
Yeah.
Just like her daddy wants her to be. And Oliver's just like, yep, that's cool. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you should be wishing for, like, a fucking dollhouse or something.
Yeah.
It's just sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, it really, I kind of feel bad for her. While walking down the street the next day or sometime after, Amy runs into some neighborhood kids and they ignore her and run away from her. Boy, that was triggering for me. Very triggering. Amy chases after them and they lose her for a moment outside this amazing Victorian house. God, this house was beautiful. It was so beautiful. Anyways, the other children claim a witch lives there, and as Amy passes the house, someone calls to her from a window, and they toss down a ring wrapped in a handkerchief. Then a woman comes up and snatches the handkerchief, and it's just being a bitch. We'll find out that this is Barbara, but she literally just, like, Amy is standing out there, like, looking at this handkerchief in the ring, and the woman just snatches it and says, like, give me that or something, and then, like, just goes into the house. Like, yeah. Bitch.
Yeah. So the woman that plays Barbara is the same woman that played the Catwoman from the first film.
Yeah. The sister.
Yeah. I think the actress's name is Elizabeth Russell.
Probably.
I think. But apparently she was a favorite of Luton's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So back home, Edward, the housekeeper, tells Amy that her new ring that she got in the handkerchief could be a true wishing ring. Great. Like, they know that she has an overacting imagination, and the parents have issues with her, like, feeding it, and, like, why are you doing this? You know she's going to think it's real.
Why?
She also lets Edward know that she didn't play with the other children like Oliver wants her to, because it's what Oliver wants is most important, you know, like, whatever, dude. And Amy goes to let Oliver know that she didn't play with the other children.
Yeah. This kid's going to be real fucked up when she grows up.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, if your kid has a better time playing by themselves and are happy doing that, okay, that's, don't force them to have social interactions, because that makes it worse. It fucking makes it worse. So Amy explains everything that happened. The kids are running after them in the house with the voice, and it just pisses him off. I don't know if he's, like, cut out to be a dad, man. I really don't.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck this dude. I feel so bad for Amy, because he's just like, he's like, I don't want to ever hear anything like this again, you know, or some shit like that. And it's just like, bro, why are you like this?
Yeah. It's because he wants Amy to have a life that he thinks she needs to have, or what he's comfortable with. Because he doesn't want to hear about her imaginative bullshit anymore. He wants her to, like, have real things, or, like, real friends or whatever. Like, So while Oliver is berating Amy, Alice shows up and is like, no, don't be yelling at my kid. And then they kind of apologize to Amy and tell her to go play so they can make up whatever that means. So they're not even having a discussion with her. They just kind of like brush her aside so then they can fix their stuff together.
I think it's pegging.
Oh, Oliver definitely is a bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alice probably is definitely a top. I could see that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see that, but now that's in my head, Troy.
She's packing it.
God damn it, Troy.
Just.
Wow. Amy goes off to play by herself and then makes her first wish on her ring. A wish for a friend. And she just starts to kind of play by herself in the yard. There's like some leaves falling and there's some light things happening, but nothing like visual yet. And as she's playing the yard, Edward notices and makes a note to Oliver about how it looks like she's playing with another child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
God damn it.
It's one of those those fucking one wish willows or whatnot, you know. Isn't it?
God damn it.
I mean, kinda.
Could you imagine the type of twisted shit if you wished for a friend on a one wish willow?
Dude.
Mm-mm.
That's scary.
I know. I just literally I got chilly bumps a little bit. That's fucked up. Also, if you haven't seen Obsession, go watch Obsession. It's really fucking good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Edward mentions that they saw her playing at dinner and something about playing by herself, and she claims she wasn't playing by herself. As Alice puts her to bed that night, she sees the ring and questions it, and Amy explains it's a wishing ring and where she got it. And Alice tells her she shouldn't accept gifts from strangers, and Edward should take her back and return the ring.
I feel like her parents don't spend enough time with her.
No, not at all.
Like
They're
what?
brushing her off.
Like, why don't you take her back?
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing that's so fucking important?
Nothing.
Oh,
Alice was
man.
at home that day.
I feel like Alice is the type of mother that would blow her kid off to go to some fucking book club and drink wine.
I feel like Alice definitely would be like a substance abuse or abuser. Like she's like, what do they like diet pills, or something?
Oh,
the
yeah,
speed
some,
diet.
like barbiturates and shit.
Yes.
I mean, to live with like fucking Oliver's bullshit, yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amy tells Edward he's supposed to take her to the house, but he's too busy cleaning, and he tells her she can go by herself. Amy literally tells this man, "My mom says you have to take me." And Edward's like, "Didn't you go there by yourself?" And she was like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I guess you can get there by yourself today," or some shit. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, Amy is so lonely. I feel so bad for this child. As she leaves, she runs into her teacher, who goes in to visit with Alice. So Alice is at home. Alice could have taken her by herself.
Yeah.
Could have gone. Alice gives the teacher a tour of the house until they come to a painting which used to be Irina's. The painting is the portrait of Manuel Osorio Marquis de Zuniga. Zuniga?
I would say it's a good effort.
By Francisco Goya. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone.
Hey, you tried. That's what
I always
matters.
try.
I would have fucked it up too.
Oh, you want to give it a try? Give it a try.
Manuel Osorio Manrique de Zuniga by Francisco
You did
Goya.
it better than I did. Okay. All right, show off.
So Edward's just way too busy, right? Singing and dusting the model ships and stuff, Like, there's some sort of innuendo here, right? Because he's blowing them with the the tube thing.
I don't know what you mean,
I
Troy.
mean, come on.
I don't know what you mean, Troy.
Like, you see it. Edward is...
I don't know what you mean, Troy. I don't know what you mean.
Like, I would say that Edward has a certain disposition about himself.
Mm-hmm.
And him blowing the
ships, which one could say. How long are you gonna care? How long are you gonna do this for?
I don't know. Either way, he's a bitch, right?
Oh, yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
But this is how Amy winds up on Cold Case Files or some shit.
Honestly.
You know, or America's Most Wanted. Yeah. Super sad.
Poor Amy. At the dark house, which is what Amy calls it, she's invited in by the woman who snatched the hanky from her, whose name is Barbara, which I mentioned earlier. Amy explains she's supposed to give the ring back to the lady that gave it to her, and Barbara reaches for the ring, and Amy's like, nuh-uh, and is directed to sit and wait. But kids are going to be kids, and she starts to explore the house and be nosy. I don't blame her.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You know? I mean, kids are going to be kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a big-ass house.
It's a really cool-ass house. There's so, much cool, creepy decor going on. There's some taxidermy of, a mountain lion eating a bird. There's some old furniture, some old books, creepy house stuff. It's amazing.
Think Addams Family house.
It was really cool. It was a really cool house. Suddenly, an old woman appears and sits Amy down and explains that she's been watching her. Kind of creepy. Amy tries to give the ring back, but Julia, the old woman, refuses. She explains that she's an old actress and doesn't want the ring back. And Julia offers some tea and notices Barbara watching. She explains that Barbara is an imposter, a cheat, and a liar.
Yeah, you mentioned the mountain lion eating the bird and stuff. I think that's a throwback to the first movie.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to make some ties somewhere.
That's the only fucking connection.
Other than that, and then what comes later. But yeah, we'll get into it. We can get into it. Back home, Alice explains to the teacher that she thinks Irina has cursed them, and then spots Edward. Edward kind of throws Amy under the bus and doesn't take responsibility about not going to the house with her. Like Amy, Alice wants, or how how Alice wanted him to. And quickly says he'll go right over there. He literally oh, she didn't tell me this or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Dude, she said her mom wants you to take her to this house. It does not matter what house it was or where it was or how close it is. You supposed to be doing stuff. You're hired by them. And you're supposed to be taking care of the kids sometimes.
Yeah.
And you can't even do that because you're blowing ships. There, I did it for you. Like that?
Like I said, Edward's a bitch. Okay? But Amy's having the time of her fucking life anyway. So
yeah,
whatever.
she's having a good time.
Yeah,
That's fine. Yeah. Julia starts to tell Amy the story of Sleepy Hollow. And she does this in a very dramatic way. And before she gets into the story, Edward shows up. And Amy wants to stay for the story, totally ignoring Edward, which deserved. And Julia goes on with the story, and it's just as dramatic as you expect, and it seems to scare Amy a little bit. Also, when Edward goes to open the door as they're leaving, it won't open for some reason, and Barbara has to open it for them. Edward then tells Amy not to go back to the house alone and to promise to take him with her next time.
Edward just doesn't want to get in trouble again.
No, he's really backtracking himself. Yeah.
He don't care about her.
So annoying. Yeah. So inside the house, Barbara's like, why are you so nice to the little girl, but you're not your own daughter, huh? And Julia tells her that she's not her daughter, and her daughter died when she was 6, and that Barbara is an imposter. It's poor Julia. She's not in her right mind.
Mm-mm.
She's got some sort of like mental thing going on, some Alzheimer's or something. Amy ends up having nightmares that night about the Headless Horseman. She then calls out to her friend and says she's frightened. A shadow moves in from the window and comforts her, and she asks her friend to sing a song, and a female voice begins to sing in French. Downstairs, Oliver and Alice are hosting a card game, and Oliver seems to just be spacing out. Also, while they're down there playing the card game, they hear something, and they kind of just brush it off.
Yeah.
They hear, because Alice like wakes up with like a yelp or whatever, and they're just like, I thought I heard something. Oh well, and start like continue the game.
Yeah.
Bruh, if I heard something and my child was upstairs, no matter how short or what the sound was, I'm gonna go check on my kid.
Yeah, Alice even says it sounded like Amy was calling.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's just like,
Yeah.
fuck
They're
it. You know?
not good parents. They're not good people. They're horrible people.
Yes, very much so. But I will say, Amy Ann Carter, she's such a good actress.
Oh, she's probably
her
the best
age.
one.
Yeah.
Best one in this movie, for sure. Yeah. So the next day, Amy just happens to find a photo, and asks Alice who it is, and it just so happens it's a pic of Irina. I wonder how that got there. I wonder who left that there. Oliver. Alice then tells Oliver they should get rid of any photos of her and hope they never have to tell Amy what happened to Irina. Outside, Amy tosses a ball to an invisible something or other, and then Irina appears, and they bond over their loneliness. She asks Amy not to tell anyone about her. Also, Simone is back as Irina because no one else could do it. No one else could do it.
Oh shit, the cat is back.
The cat is back.
So I think Oliver is keeping the pictures of Irina because he's like spanking it. He's beating it to Irina.
I think in some way he did. I don't know if he loved Irina, but he was kind of just fascinated by her. Mm-hmm. And I think he wanted to keep those pictures around. Because, he goes back inside, and after Alice sees the photo, he pulls out more photos of her and, tosses them in the fire, except for one. He keeps one for himself.
Yeah. So he can hurt himself.
Shut up. God.
He's in there polishing the pewter.
Anyway, these two just get along real well. They're learning together, playing together. There's just like a montage of Irina and Amy together. And she's kind of giving her more attention than her own parents. Honestly. And she's taking care of Amy. More than her parents even. We don't see Oliver or Alice playing with their daughter ever. Bedtime, dinner time, school, cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not spending quality time with their daughter, at all.
Well, and that's what I've been saying. Edward's a bitch. And Amy's so lonely, and she doesn't have any friends, and now she has a best friend in Irina.
Yeah, she does. She does. So time passes, and it's Christmas. And Amy is giving out presents that she's gotten for her parents and Edward and others. And there's one present that is not labeled. And they start to question her about it, but then are interrupted by carolers who show up, and again, Oliver and Alice is distracted from something. Or distracted from Amy. And then they invite all these carolers into their home. Just the group of strangers. Like, they just really don't give her enough attention, like, at all.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we were having a serious conversation with our child, but please come in.
Yeah, come on. It's the holidays. Why
they're
not?
Just like, yeah, fuck that little girl.
And also this other little girl who, like, does this big hubbub because Amy and her family don't like open the presents on the correct day or whatever, and it's just like, it's because my family is proper. Like, fuck you, girl.
Yeah, but Amy slaps back though. She's just like, well, I guess my family's just not proper then.
Yeah. Fuck.
But so is it just me, or were the carolers in the backyard?
I don't remember.
It was kind of weird because isn't the tree in the backyard? All right then.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
But yeah,
I think the tree was in the backyard.
Yeah,
so maybe they were in the backyard. I don't know.
Yeah, but what kind of carolers go to the backyard?
I think probably because these sets are like pre-used and pre-made. They did what they could. I don't know, man.
Movie magic, right?
Movie magic. That's my line.
But yeah, that little girl needed to watch her back though.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Amy got shooters out here.
So anyway, the carolers start singing, and Amy hears Irina singing outside, and she prefers that over whatever's going on inside. And she goes out to give Irina her gift, and it's this like star pinned with like these other stars and stuff, like a shooting star. It's really pretty. Irina then shows her gift to Amy, which is like her lighting up the trees or something. And yeah, I don't know. And then Alice calls Amy inside.
Like, why can't they just leave Amy alone?
I know. She deserves some peace.
Yeah, she's having a great time without him.
Yeah. So Amy and Edward go to see Julia to give her gift from Alice, or from Amy, sorry. There's a thing when you're writing and when you're naming your characters is that you don't name them the same letter, like the best you can. So Amy and Alice is like really hard sometimes for me. Anyway, so Amy got her a ring. Imagine that. Julia then quickly removes a ring. She claims she quickly removes the. Julia quickly removes a ring she claims to receive from the King of Spain. And it's this giant, like, rectangular, like, ruby or sapphire. And she just, like, tosses it and then replaces it with this, like, very simple band Amy got her, which I thought was kind of sweet. Edward and Amy then leave, and Barbara and Julia bicker at each other once again. And it's the same thing every time. Like, Barbara's like, why don't you love me, Mom? And Julia's like, you're not my daughter. My daughter died when she was 6. Please shut the fuck up and leave me alone. It's the same conversation every time.
Well, first off, yeah, I doubt that ring was from the King of Spain.
I don't know, man. Julia says she got around. Like, she said she was an actress, too. So, I mean, you know how they are.
But yeah, she just tosses it. And then the whole thing with fucking her and Barbara, like, bro, like, just, I don't know, dude.
They need some family counseling or something. Or something. Julia's got, like, dementia or some shit. Like, I mean, I kind of feel bad for Barbara, but Barbara's kind of a bitch. Yeah. Like a big bitch. They start dismantling the Christmas tree back at home, and Amy finds the last photo of Oliver and Irina because he saved it, because he's weird.
Because he's beating it.
And Amy's like, oh, I know this bitch. And Amy explains that she and Irina play in the garden, and she comes to her whenever she calls to her. And Oliver takes Amy outside and is like, okay, prove it. And Amy says Irina is under the tree, and Oliver's like, nah, and just gets pissed. And the way they handle this, boy, Alice watches Oliver take Amy upstairs to punish her and is worried But the teacher's there for Christmas for some reason. And it's like, nah, it's best to just not to interfere with the first spanking. Bitch.
It's like they've never heard of a child having an imagination or anything.
Mm-hmm. It just pisses Oliver off for some reason.
And maybe the kid is making it up. But that doesn't mean she's got to have her ass whooped about it.
No.
Like, golly, man.
Oliver comes downstairs and the teacher's like, it's okay that your daughter is seeing stuff. And Oliver's like, nah, you don't know. You don't know about Irina. Meanwhile, upstairs, Amy is visited by Irina and she's like, look, kid, we can't be friends anymore. And Amy disagrees. And I feel super bad for the girl because she ain't got no friends and her parents are parenting in the half-ass way.
Yeah, this fucked me up a little bit. Yeah,
it does. While teaching Oliver debate child psychology, Amy slips out and goes to look for Irina. The teacher convinces them that all Amy needs is a real friend, and Oliver goes upstairs to check on her and finds that she's not there. Ooh. Everyone panics and starts to look for Amy.
Yeah, I can't imagine why she'd run away.
I know. It's almost like, she doesn't have a supportive system, or family. Like
Weird.
They don't believe her and won't let her just be a little girl.
Yeah.
She gets literally abused for having an imaginary friend. What the fuck? Amy's wandering out into the woods and onto a bridge. And she remembers the story of the headless horseman as she gets scared by the sound of hoofbeats. And it's like the scene with Alice in the first movie. And it's not like we hear this very thud noise, repetitive and rhythmic. And it sounds like hoofbeats, but it turns out to just be a car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did it again in this one. It begins to snow, and Amy wanders further away, so panicked that she starts to run. And then over at Julia's place, guess what they're doing? Guess. Just guess. They're bickering.
Yeah.
That's right. They're bickering again. Barbara tries to convince Julia that she truly is her daughter and swears that if Amy shows up, it's on sight. Full-grown ass woman swearing she's gonna kill a kid.
Yeah. Barbara just needs to leave. Move out, dude.
Get on with your life.
I'm afraid that your mother has lost her marbles.
She has.
Okay.
You could have done more. You're not a bad-looking woman. You could get married, move out, go about your life, get a good man, get some money. But no. You're sticking around and being harassed and just neglected by your own mother who does not remember you and thinks you're dead.
Yeah.
Oliver, Alice, and the police begin to track Amy through the woods. Amy has fallen asleep in the snow and is awoken by the sounds of the hounds that are hot on her trail. It scares her and she runs off. She makes her way to Julia and is let inside just as the storm and blizzard picks up. Julia kind of freaks out and says she has to hide her because, her daughter is like, yeah, I'm going to kill that little girl. She tells Amy that they'll hide upstairs, but Julia is barely able to get up the first few steps and dies on the way up. If Amy's not traumatized enough...
I mean, they could have at least closed the damn door.
Meh. I mean, it is what it is,
And honestly, Julie dying, going up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, those steps, dude.
Relatable.
Yeah.
Relatable. Amy looks down the stairs and sees Barbara, this bitch. Doesn't even ask her about her mother, just tells Amy to come to her. Amy starts to call out for her father and then to Irina. She then sees Irina's form overlap Barbara and then goes to her. and Barbara begins to wrap her hands around Amy's neck, but stops. Just in time for Oliver and the cops to show up and take her home. Yeah.
I was just like, what are you doing here? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go. The special effects of Barbara and Irina overlapping is interesting. At least for 1944 technology.
Yeah.
You know, like put yourself in that time frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, we were invading Normandy, you know, and D-Day and stuff, and we've got movies like this coming out.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah,
that's what's crazy to me about it.
A little bit. It is kind of crazy to think about that timeline there.
Yeah,
that moment in history.
Like when this movie came out, there were still concentration camps.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, that's really crazy.
Yeah.
So before we get to the end, do you think it was Irina who was trying to kill Amy, or Irina trying to save Amy, that stopped Barbara from killing her?
I would like to say that Irina was trying to save her.
So here's the thing. Let's think about this real quick. Barbara has sworn to kill this little girl if she ever shows her face around these parts again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And Amy is on the stairs, and Barbara is at the base of the stairs, and she's like telling the girl, like, come here, come to me right now, because she wants to harm her. She wants to kill her. Okay. And at first, Amy's like, nah, where's my dad? Where's Irina? Like, I don't want this bitch. This bitch looks crazy. She looks mean. And then she sees the form Irina take over Barbara, or to like just show herself where Barbara is, which coaxes Amy down into Barbara's arms, who literally wants to kill her. Like, Irina leads her into danger. You know what I mean? Okay. The sounds of the city. So it to me, it almost seems like a trap. It almost seems like Irina is trying to get some sort of revenge in a way. But later on, how the movie ends, Oliver takes Amy home, and as they're like going inside their house, he promises that from now on they're going to be friends. And he asks her if she can see Irina now in the garden, and she says yes. And he's like, I can see her too. And that's how the movie ends.
Yeah.
But it was very confusing to me with the whole Barbara Irina thing, because I was like, is Irina leading her into danger right now? Or like, why else would she come down the stairs? Because moments later, if Amy had just stayed on the steps, nothing would have happened, because her dad and the police show up. And Barbara wasn't like going after her up the stairs. They were just kind of at a standstill.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very confusing.
I don't know. Because obviously, like, it didn't look like Amy was going to go down there either way until she saw Irina.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know.
Because what is the curse of the cat people? What is it?
I don't fucking
What is
know.
the curse? Is Irina the curse? Is that?
I just watched this movie and I can't tell you.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, I don't know if her dad really sees Irina, or
No.
if he's just saying he does.
I think he's just kind of like him saying that he sees her is just like acceptance of that his daughter has an imaginary friend that looks like his dead wife that killed one of his friends and then turned into a panther and then died.
Yeah. Which is fine. You know, I'm not judging at all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
There's that whole thing.
The curse of the cat people.
Yeah, that happened.
So, what do you do in the 1940s and your production company has taken some hits? You make some monster movies.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. In 1941, RKO had given Orson Welles a shot. He was like in his 20s. He was very young. Didn't know what the fuck he was doing. His two films, Citizen Kane, which is considered a masterpiece nowadays, and then the magnificent Ambersons ended up costing the company a pretty penny because they were flops. So taking inspiration from Universal and their popular monster movies, the production company started to focus on B movies. One of these B movies, a low-budget, quickly filmed, gritty horror noir, Cat People, brought back some life into the RKO studios.
They sure tried to.
I mean, it worked.
It did.
It worked.
I mean, it did for sure.
It started a long string of B movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Written by former actor turned writer DeWitt Bodine. Directed by French filmmaker Jacques Turner. And produced by Russian screenwriter Val Lewton, Cat People began a string of sullen and moody B horror films.
I mean, really, like, kickstarted the genre.
In a way, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, in a way.
I mean, because you had...
I mean, B movies came before this. There were some B movies before this. Well, I'll get it.
Okay.
Lewton was hired to strictly focus on B movies and selected the crew himself. So they literally created this production team just to do B movies because that's kind of what was booming. It was cheap horror, cheap monster movies. And not necessarily, Universal wasn't really doing cheap monster movies, but monster movies was having a big attraction to the popular or the public, you know. Lewton's short story, the Baghita, published in Weird Tales in July of 1930, helped inspire Cat People. The story centered around a legendary panther. Turner and Bowden later gave different accounts of the film's origin. Turner said Lewton was assigned the title Cat People and wanted to make something intelligent rather than cheap horror, while Bodine said RKO wanted a fresh monster concept after werewolves, vampires, and man-made creatures that felt overused. Also, you can read The Baggate on Gardner Francis Fox Library website. I read it. It's very Medusa coded. It's very much like there is this kind of like mysterious wild woman who lives by herself in the jungle and turns into like a monster of some sort and kills men. It was meh. It was okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So the production had a rough budget of $135,000, but the final cost was a little over $140,000. With such a low budget, the sets were made from used and already made previous movies. The film was shot in only 18 days, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. 18 days. That's wild. Historians estimate that Cat People earned between $1 million to over $4 million in the box office, roughly 10 to 30 times its budget, making a major success for RKO. And then there was the drama. So Val Lewton nearly lost his job after 3 days of shooting when RKO B unit head Lou L. Ostro disliked the rushes. But RKO chief Charles Corner,
Sure.
Corner
Connor, yeah.
overruled him and kept Lewton on. Ostro disliked the film's style as well and tried to replace Turner after 4 days, but Luton got cornered to restrain him. When Ostro demanded the Panther appear in the drafting room scene, Luton had Turner hide it in the low light shadows. It's always the money people that they don't trust the vision. Like Ostro, like this was all three of these events was him complaining about how the movie was going.
Yeah.
And it's absolute, that's just like a very dick move. He seems like an asshole. He really did.
The thing is they're like the money people, as you put it, like they're basing all this off of Universal's successes.
Yeah.
With, Frankenstein and all this other shit. So they see this like framework, right? So they know what works or allegedly works, but what Luton is putting out isn't this.
No.
So they're upset.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have they didn't have a Universal budget.
No.
Like, what did you want them to do?
Yeah.
They're doing the best that they have, and it did pretty well. It did pretty good. It's still a classic now. It's not something people forget.
I think the moral of the story is you can't just copy other people and expect the same success that they have.
Exactly. And again, it comes down to that budget as well.
Yes.
Like, I want to say the rough... I read it when I was doing this. The roughly Universal budget was over $200K for like I think the Creature of the Black Lagoon was the example, or maybe it was the Wolfman or something. But it had a bigger budget, so they had the ability to do all the prosthetics, the costumes, and stuff. This movie, they didn't do anything with that. It also was set in more of a present day setting, so they didn't have to buy costumes because they were saving money by not having to do a bunch of period costumes. So before the release, RKO executives really disliked the film. It wasn't what they wanted to be, like how we just discussed. And then October test screenings, Bowden recalled that the audience meowed after, because they used to play the cartoons before the show. It was a Disney kitten cartoon, and then they continued to meow during the opening title. Yeah. At its release, the film held mixed reviews. Film critic Kim Newman combined the reviews and stated while some reviews were all thumbs down, several other publications were more positive, if not really enthusiastic. Nowadays, Cat People holds a respectable 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, and on Metacritic, a score of 85 out of 100. There was a remake, like you mentioned earlier, in the 80s of the same name. It holds a 66 on Rotten Tomatoes and a 61 on Metacritic. And they did really sex it up. Yeah. They put a lot of sex in that one, which it kind of... They're one of the reasons why the story kind of works is because of that, like, that fear of passion from Irina, and then I guess they said, nah, whatever. And just put a bunch of sex in it, a lot of nudity.
So I read that during the original theatric run of Cat People, it stayed in theaters so long that
they rewatched it.
That critics had a chance to rewatch it, and they gave more positive reviews after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the remake, like for instance, the pool scene, in the original film, obviously there's no nudity.
No.
Right? But in the remake, she jumps into the pool nude.
Yeah.
But after that, it's a shot-for-shot remake. Like they copied the original movie.
Yeah.
So why is she naked?
It's the 80s.
Because sex sells, right?
Yeah. And
Or so you
Hold
would
on.
think.
Yeah,
But
which
obviously
it didn't. Yeah, 60% and 61. No, it did not held up. Did not hold up. Excuse me. So let's fast forward 2 years. The Curse of the Cat People, which is lacking cats compared to the predecessor.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Came out in 1944. Bodine and Luton come back to write, and Luton again produces. Directed by Robert Wise and then Gunther von Frisch,
Mm-hmm.
Which was both directorial debuts for both of them. The film was Gunther von Frisch's feature debut, but after he fell behind schedule, Robert Wise took over and earned his first directorial debut. So it's kind of same,
Same, but different.
same, but different.
But still same. But yeah, like, what was this movie even about?
Dude.
I remember seeing one cat, and it's in the opening sequence.
Yeah. There was like one cat.
Yeah.
Not even any big cats this time.
So I did read that the only reason they used that title.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Do you not read my script?
I try not to.
I worked really hard on it.
I try not to spoil it for myself.
This part you read after watch movie. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry. We've been talking for a while. I'm sorry, guys. Although marketed as a sequel to Cat People and featured 4 returning actors, The Curse of the Cat People has little connection to the original. RKO kept the title to capitalize on the first film's success, despite Val Luton wanting to call it Amy and Her Friend. Luton also drew on his childhood, including invitation mailed in a hollow tree and his fondness for Sleepy Hollow ghost stories. As with Cat People, the production went over budget, but also 9 days over production. The original budget had been $147K, an increase from the first film, which was roughly about what they spent on the first film, actually. But ended up being over $200K. With the limited funds, they again reused set from previous films. There didn't seem to be so much drama behind the scenes other than the change in directors. Apparently, Simone was a handful on set. She constantly upstaged Jane Randolph. And they had a terrible temperament. It was so bad that Turner had to confront her in front of everybody. He was cursing her out in French. So skip ahead. So there wasn't much drama besides the change in directors. There's no mention of any issues between Simone and Randolph this time, which they didn't really share any screen time or any scenes in this movie, really, which might be the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
Well, I mean, I don't know much about, acting.
No. Okay.
But, it's kind of crazy that, they're making movies for, $200K.
Mm-hmm.
Which, granted, adjusted for inflation is probably a bit more today.
Oh, yeah.
For
sure.
But, when we've got movies that are being made for, hundreds of millions of dollars. I think at the time, if I remember reading correctly, the highest budgeted film of the time was Howard Hughes's Hell's Angels.
Oh.
Which was shot in 1930.
Oh, wow.
And it had a budget of, it was $2.1 million.
I mean, and that was over a decade before these came out.
And comparatively, they made a fuck ton of movie in the box office, but it still was not enough to recoup their costs.
Did you catch what you said?
Uh-uh.
You said a fuck ton of movie, not money.
They made a fuck ton of movie money, dude. It still wasn't enough to make back what they spent on it.
Wow.
Howard Hughes, man.
Howard Hughes. And that's our little double feature of Cat People and the Curse of the Cat People. One movie about fear and repression, and the other about childhood loneliness and neglect. The lesson here: if your wife says she might turn into a panther, maybe believe her. And if your kid says she has an imaginary friend that looks exactly like your dead first wife, maybe handle that with a little more therapy and a little less spanking. That's what I got from it. What'd you get from it? Any lessons?
Same.
Same?
Yeah.
Same, but different.
Yeah, I mean, kids are gonna have imaginations, you know?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine if
Yeah.
you don't understand them completely. It's okay.
Yeah.
Even though you're a cis white man, it's okay that you don't understand everything.
Yeah.
You know?
mean, if it makes you mad, that I feel like that says a lot more about you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, thanks for listening to this double feature.
Yeah.
Go watch Cat People. You don't have to watch Curse of the Cat People. That's fine. You don't have to do that one, but you should go watch Cat People.
I mean, I would watch both.
Nah, you don't have to. You don't want to, man. Don't listen to him.
I just wouldn't expect a whole lot.
Go watch Cat People.
Cat People.
Cat People good.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Especially for the 40s, you know.
Yeah, it was a ride. I mean, it got a kick, you know, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bus thing, man. It scared you when it's 2026.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, let's go. There's a helicopter coming. Thanks for listening. Where can they find us?
Well, we're on Facebook and Instagram. You can listen to the podcast on, you know, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, Spotify, YouTube. Yeah,
So
anywhere you can find podcasts, really. And I'm hitting watch everywhere.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yep.
So with that,
Yeah.
stay spooky.
Bye.